our campaign, Growing Together New York. We're going to be taking this on the road, going from community to community, much the way the governor is doing, to try and talk about his budget proposals. We're going to go to community to community to try and sell our ideas and proposals as well, because we believe that there are other choices that can be made. There are priorities that need to be looked at. We don't agree with everything the governor has done. We want a healthy, vibrant dialogue with the governor. We don't want this to be confrontational or, it's a my way or the highway kind of discussion. I think there's room for a healthy debate about policy issues and the direction that this state needs to move in. And we're very clear that we want to make sure that while we're cutting services to the most vulnerable populations in this state, that we're not giving a multi-billion-dollar tax cut to the wealthiest New Yorkers. Just don't think it's the right time to be doing something like that. Our state is still fiscally struggling, and we need that revenue to make sure that we can provide the services and maintain the jobs in this state. So be happy to answer any of your questions.
What are you going to look to in the legislature, especially on the tax the rich proposal? There may be some Assembly Democrats for it, Senate Republicans say no. Governor Cuomo's pretty much spelled out no. He hasn't left a lot of room for debate. Who do you go to?
Well, I think we'll be appealing to everybody in the Senate and the Assembly. I mean, this isn't the first. Certainly, Senator Skilos has said he's against the extension of these income tax surcharges. But, Governor Patterson said he was against them. Joe Bruno said he was against them in 2003 when he passed his own round of income tax surcharges. So I think, as the legislature really gets into the budget, they hold their hearings and learn more about what the impacts are going to be of these cuts. I think that, they may be more open to it as well. And let's not forget, we all look at the same polls, and it's very clear that the public is on our side on this issue. They know, whether it's statistically or inherently, that the wealthiest among us are not paying their fair share in terms of tax burden. We know that the wealthiest as a percentage of income pay much less than the bottom 80% do as a percentage of income in state and local taxes. That is a reality that we need to deal with. It's also a reality that Governor Cuomo talked a little bit about at Attorney General Schneiderman's inauguration ceremony. He said we have the greatest income inequality of any state in the nation, and that's unsustainable, and we need to be looking at something like that. So, we think that we can work with the governor. We hope we can work with the governor. We know we can work with the legislature. So we need to explore all our options, and we're hopeful that legislators will be doing the same.
I guess the argument against raising taxes on the rich is that they'll move out of state, and this could hurt a very fragile recovery that we're going through.
Right. I would say that the massive cuts being proposed by the governor will do more to hurt this recovery than extending the millionaire's tax on the wealthiest New Yorkers. I think the other reality we have to come to grips with is that this is always the argument that's made about extending these surcharges, right? That the wealthy are going to leave, when in reality, literally half of the people in New York State that earn over $1 million per year don't live in New York State. They already live in New Jersey, in Connecticut, but they make their millions in New York. So this notion that they're going to flee is kind of this red herring, right? It's not really true. There's no migration studies to show that wealthy people are leaving in droves because of income tax surcharges or increased income taxes at the upper end, when in fact what we should be worried about is the squeeze we're putting on middle-income New Yorkers, working-class New Yorkers, low-income New Yorkers. We should be worried that they're going to leave the state, because that's who's going to wind up leaving as services are reduced and as the income gap continues to grow.